An India Dance Guide. Chapter 1. India has been dancing since ancient times. An essay on dance in India. Dance in India include classical, semi-classical, folk and tribal. As with other aspects of Indian culture, different forms of dances originated in different parts of India, developed according to the local traditions. They have roots in the Sanskrit text Natya Shastra and Hinduism. Contemporary dances include fusions of classical, folk and Western forms. Dances in Indian films, like Bollywood dance for Hindi films, are a modern free-form expression of classical India dance. These dances are all over YouTube.com. Classical dance is traceable to ancient classical texts, particularly the Natya Shastra. Classical Indian dances have historically involved a school or guru-shishya parampara, teacher-disciple tradition. A folk Indian dance is one which is largely an oral tradition, whose traditions have been historically learned and passed down from one generation to the next through word of mouth and practice. A tribal dance is a local form of folk dance, typically found in one tribal population. The earliest Paleolithic and Neolithic cave paintings such as the UNESCO World Heritage Site at Bhimbetka Rock Shelters in Madhya Pradesh show dance scenes. Sculptures found at Indus Valley Civilization archaeological sites show dance figures. The Dancing Girl sculpture is dated to about 2500 BCE, showing a 10.5 cm, 4.1 in, high figurine in a dance pose. The Vedas integrate rituals with performance arts, such as a dramatic play, where they sang and danced to praise God. Shiva as Nataraja is the lord of dance. The performance arts in Vedic texts have drama, singing and dance. The most studied version of the Natya Shastra text consists of about 6,000 verses structured into 36 chapters. The classical dances are rooted in Natya Shastra. It is a type of dance drama that is a form of total theatre. The dancer acts out a story through gestures. Most of the classical dances of India enact stories from Hindu mythology. Each form represents the culture and ethos of a particular region or a group of people. The criteria for being considered as classical is the style's adherence to the guidelines laid down in Natya Shastra, which explains the Indian art of acting. The Sangeet Natak Akademi currently confers classical status on 8 Indian classical dance styles. Bharatanatyam, Tamil Nadu. Kathak, North, West, and Central India. Kathakali, Kerala. Kuchipudi, Andhra. Odissi, Odisha. Manipuri, Manipur. Mohiniyattam, Kerala. Satriya, Assam. Another Indian classical dance, not recognized by Government of India, is Gaudiya Nritya, West Bengal. Bharatanatyam is a classical dance from the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu, practiced predominantly in modern times by women. The dance is usually accompanied by classical Carnatic music. Bharatanatyam is a major genre of Indian classical dance that originated in the Hindu temples of Tamil Nadu and neighbouring regions. Traditionally, Bharatanatyam has expressed Hindu religious themes and spiritual ideas, particularly of Shaivism, but also of Vaishnavism and Shaktism. Kathakali, Katha, story, Kali, performance, is a highly stylized classical dance drama form, which originated from Kerala in the 17th century. This classical dance form is another story play genre of art, but one distinguished by its elaborately colorful makeup, costumes, and face masks wearing actor-dancers, who have traditionally been all males. A Kathakali performance incorporates movements from the ancient martial arts and athletic traditions of South India. Kathak is traditionally attributed to the travelling bards of ancient northern India, known as Kathakas or storytellers. The term Kathak is derived from the Vedic Sanskrit word katha meaning story, and kathaka in Sanskrit means he who tells a story, or to do with stories. Kathak is found in 3 distinct forms, named after the cities where the Kathak dance tradition evolved: Jaipur, Banaras, and Lucknow. Kuchipudi classical dance originated in a village of Krishna district in modern-era Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. It developed as a religious art linked to travelling bards, temples, and spiritual beliefs, like all major classical dances of India. In its history, the Kuchipudi dancers were all males, typically Brahmins, who would play the roles of men and women in the story after dressing appropriately. Odissi originated in the Hindu temples of Odisha, an eastern coastal state of India. Odissi, in its history, was performed predominantly by women and expressed religious stories and spiritual ideas, particularly of Vaishnavism, Vishnu as Jagannath, but also of other traditions such as those related to Hindu gods Shiva and Surya, as well as Hindu goddesses, Shaktism. Satriya is a classical dance drama performance art with origins in the Krishna-centered Vaishnavism monasteries of Assam and attributed to the 15th century Bhakti movement scholar and saint named Srimanta Sankardev. One-act plays of Satriya are called Ankiya Nat, which combine the aesthetic and the religious through a ballad, dance, and drama. The plays are usually performed in the dance community halls, Namgar of monastery temples, satras. Manipuri Ras Leela dance is a unique form of dance drama which has its origin in Manipur, a state in northeastern India bordering with Myanmar, Burma. It is known for its Hindu Vaishnavism themes and performances of love-inspired dance drama of Radha Krishna called Ras Leela. The Manipuri Ras Leela dance is a team performance, with its own unique costumes, notably the kumal, a barrel-shaped, elegantly decorated skirt, aesthetics, conventions, and repertoire. Mohini Yattam, developed in the state of Kerala, gets its name from Mohini, the seductress avatar of Vishnu, who in Hindu mythology uses her charms to help the good prevail in a battle between good and evil. Mohini Yattam follows the Lasya style described in Natya Shastra, that is a dance which is delicate, with soft movements and feminine. It is traditionally a solo dance performed by women after extensive training. Sanskrit literature of medieval times describes several forms of group dances such as Hali Saka, Raisaka, Dand Raisaka, and Charshari. The Natya Shastra includes group dances of women as a preliminary dance performed in prelude to a drama. Bhangra is a folk dance form from dancers Punjab, India. Every state has its own folk dance forms like Bihu and Bagurumba in Assam, Gabra, Gagari, dance, Godakand and Dandiya in Gujarat, Nadi in Himachal Pradesh, Neopa, Bachan Nagma in Jammu and Kashmir, Yahumer, Domkake in Jharkhand, Badaravshi, Dalo Kunathi in Karnataka, Thirayadam and Thayam in Kerala, Dhake in Odisha, Bhangra and Gidda in Punjab, Kalbelia, Gumar, Razia in Rajasthan, Parini dance in Telangana, Kholia dance in Uttarakhand, and likewise for each state and smaller regions. In it, Lavani and Lezim and Koli dance is most popular dance in Maharashtra. Tribal dances in India are inspired by the tribal folklore. Each ethnic group has its own distinct combination of myths, legends, tales, proverbs, riddles, ballads, folk songs, folk dance and folk music. Percussion instruments feature in most of these dances. Music is produced through indigenous instruments. Contemporary dance in India includes choreography for Indian cinema, modern Indian ballet, and experiments with existing classical and folk forms of dance by various artists. Dance in early Hindi films was primarily modeled on classical Indian dance styles such as Kathak, or folk dancers. Modern films often blend this earlier style with Western dance styles, though it is not unusual to see Western choreography and adapted classical dance numbers side by side in the same film. Typically, the hero or heroine performs with a troupe of supporting dancers. Many song and dance routines in Indian films feature dramatic shifts of location and/or changes of costume between verses of a song. It is popular for a hero and heroine to dance and sing a pas de deux, a French ballet term, meaning dance of two, in beautiful natural surroundings or architecturally grand settings, referred to as a picturization. The dances in Bollywood can range from slow dancing to a more upbeat hip-hop style dance. The dancing itself is a fusion of all dance forms. It could be Indian classical, Indian folk dance, belly dancing, jazz, hip-hop and everything else you can imagine. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/dance_in_India. An article on classical and contemporary dance at globalindiannetwork.com/Indian-dance-rhythms-of-India. From the smooth movements of traditional dance to the rich energy of folk performances, Indian dance includes a wide range of styles, each with its unique history, feel and cultural importance. India flaunts various folk dances, each reflecting local customs and cultures. Contemporary dance forms mix traditional, folk and Western impacts, displaying India's artistic evolution. These dance customs impact South Asia as well as Southeast Asia. Indian film moves, especially Bollywood, are famous for their freestyle dance form and play a significant role in the subcontinent's mainstream society. Classical Indian dance. Classical Indian dance forms, including Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, Kuchipudi, Manipuri and Mohiniyattam, have their origins in ancient writings, folklore, and temple rituals. These moves are portrayed by intricate footwork, expressive gestures, elaborate dress, and emotive narration, addressing India's rich cultural legacy. They comply with the rules of Natya Shastra, which characterizes the craft of acting in Indian tradition. Perceived by the Sangeet Natak Academy, these moves envelop a scope of regional styles, each established in Hindu arts and religious practices. Indian folk dance. Numerous regionally distinct folk dance traditions reflect India's diverse cultural landscape. There are high-energy beats of Bhangra in Punjab, effortless movements of Gabra in Gujarat, rhythms of Dandai Ras in Maharashtra, expressions of Lavani in Maharashtra. These types of dance portray life, relationships, work, and religious affiliations. Contemporary dance. In recent years, Indian dance has undergone development and innovation, mixing traditional techniques with modern feel and influences. Indian dance continues to redefine artistic expression in the 21st century because of the efforts of visionary choreographers and dance companies. Indian dance plays a vital role in the cultural and social texture of Indian culture, filling in as a mechanism for storytelling and cultural protection. Indian dance is a lively and dynamic work of art that commends the variety, excellence, and flexibility of Indian culture.